Testing 1, 2 should be live. It actually pulls up. I don't know why it likes to be annoying. It likes to be annoying and not actually go live instantly. Come on. I'm trying to pull this up on my phone and it's literally refusing to have it pull up. Come on. Just do this so I can make sure it's working. And it also lets me see chat if it actually ever half the time works, which sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There we go, we can actually see chat. Okay, I got all of this done off cam. This took so long. I set this up at my temporary base for the 2 dragons I have. We have an ice dragon, we have a fire dragon. Let's get out here before they get attacked and possibly die. So that's that one, but we don't have the lightning. Literally is a wild lightning dragon. It's gonna be active actually right now, so. This guy, it's so annoying. I had to kite him so much, and it took well over 2 hours to get not only the single, because there's only one of these, I don't remember which one, but I also got, if we go in here and look up types, are you going to type or are you going to be frozen? Also this, which required 2. So I get 3 things, I spent over 2 hours to do it. Never again. There we go. We can start working on getting this. So I need to actually grab modium. Please tell me I have enough. I definitely have enough. Cool. So all the modium is actually going to lead me to having 2. I'm hoping all this math worked out. If I miscalculated anything, I'm an idiot. This is also 2 that we need. Shovel. And then 1 Paxel. Oh, there we go. I can pull all of this and now throw this in here and not have to worry about keeping track of that. So, you might be questioning why I have 2 different versions. Well, made a Paxel and then also kept it normal. The Paxel can't have as many enchants on it as the sword or the pickaxe. So it actually makes it worse in that sense. But for the beginning, when I am not working on getting enchants stuck onto it because I don't have them maxed out, slash I don't have the list of ones I need, I'm not gonna use it with enchants. I'm gonna take off my enchants off of these and just use this. I might stick indestructible on the Paxel. I don't care about indestructible. Grab that. I don't even have. I think that was Fortune, right? Yeah, Fortune X. Some of them are maxed out, like Fortune. 10 to the max. It's actually the highest you can get. I don't know how the structure glitched out and has. Why am I doing that? Throw these in here. These 2 can actually go into here and feed that. This can go here. For the time being, these 2 are temporarily being off stuck to the side. Okay, we now have the goal of trying to complete the actual blade for Big Bertha. I looked up how to find the Naga from Mousy's mod. It said coastal cliffs. I tried to use the biome compass to find it. Could not find it, so we'll test something else out in a second. Want the Naga? That's this. Can I craft it somehow? No. Cool. So we're gonna go for the first one that I actually can hunt down quickly and easily, which is in the Nether. Why did it? I pressed nothing on my keyboard and it did that. So we want this, and I don't know what this is called. I should have probably looked this up. No. Why isn't it letting me out? It's straight up not. What is happening? My keyboard's messed up. Give me a quick second to double check. Yep, I'm not even near my keyboard right now. That's weird. I'm literally messing with my wires on my thing and it's doing this. What is happening? I'm back to my thing, so we'll see if it does it again. I pushed my wires in better. I don't know if that's gonna fix it. So we have to defeat Ignis, which is from Cataclysm. Means I need to look up what the structure name for it is. I don't know it off the top of my head, and I'm questioning if it's even gonna work. Me the wiki. Please be an actual good wiki. I need the Ignis? Burning Arena. You have it. This way, 1,700 blocks. Yeah, we are close to beating this entire mod pack. Why? I'm assuming things are being my thing. Yeah, this mod pack is actually almost beat. We have a few that I'm pretty sure quests that I'm pretty sure are just impossible to actually beat. I'm just gonna have to mine through the. I hate the Nether. The burning passion. Okay. But yeah, this mod pack is almost defeated. There's just a few things that I think are impossible. And then there's a few that are just so time consuming, I don't think it's worth doing. And it's all from basically one mod pack. The mod pack is just a thing for grind. The entire purpose is just to waste your time. Which is not how a mod should be. Why is it so annoying to get through? Give me an iron quartz. Hell. Also, this biome is just horrendous. Yeah, that's just awful. $600 away. But yeah, the quest that line I'm talking about is Levidine, however you pronounce it. It's a little mod that is, I'm pretty sure, just set up to be miserable. Didn't get anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that quest is just set up to waste your time. Okay, I think this is the burning arena. Ooh. Ooh. What? Empty hand? What? This. Jeez, this is lagging. Oh. Assuming this is ground floor. These things I need that I just got my hands on? I'm assuming you have to summon them then. Cool. So, do we think he's gonna get one shot, or do we think he's gonna somehow survive this? I was kind of joking about him surviving it. Does this guy do more damage? No, he's just tanking. Die off. I spent so long getting my gear to be this high, and you can just survive it. You're also like immune half the time. Just getting attack rates, damage. Like I swear he's healing when he hits me sometimes. I was about to say, where's the thing I need? That's that one completed. So now we have to go back to base. Or I just waste 3 XP because this is not worth it. I've been trying to save my XP, but this is just one of those that I'm like, I don't actually care. Okay, this goes over here. What's this used for? A seal, a sword, and then a bow. I don't know which I need. Okay, that's one boss complete. We have 4 more to go. Just waiting for the Nagas to be last. And I think some of these are manageable. Dropped by the Void Worm from Alex's mob. Void Worm can be summoned by throwing a mysterious worm into the void. You can obtain the mysterious worm by placing a crimson... Okay, this is the annoying one. This other one. Dropped by the warped mosquito from Alex's mob. Feed a crimson mosquito from the nether. Warped mixture. Are we doing annoying one? Drop from the inner golem from the cataclysm mod. Okay, I guess we're doing this, which requires warped mixture first. Why is it like? I need to figure out how to do this where it's disconnected in Vault Hunters. Because there has to be ways of getting this. Actually, there is. I know exactly how I'm getting this. Already saw the bomb we spawn in, I can do. Hey, we spawned in this biome, but I think... Oh, wasn't there actually one close by? There was getting the vibranium. Idiot. I'm gonna say, I'm surprised the Paxel is not doing more damage to that thing, but whatever. And then we can duplicate it 1,000 times. And then we need to find a crimson. Pretty sure. That'll be fun. That's always fun. Yeah. Did I say I hate the nether? Because I hate the nether. You don't know what I mean by duplicate? I'm just doing this. And yeah, we're up to this point. We actually have this one. We now need to save up even more so we can make the next one. We're going to be broke by the end of it. Okay. Dropped by warped mosquito from Alex's mob. Feed a crimson mosquito from the nether warped mixture. this have EMC? It does. I don't feel like doing this more than once, so we're just doing that just in case. And now I'm assuming a crimson mosquito spawns in the crimson biome. You know what? Let's double check. I'm hoping that it actually tells me. I spell crimson. Okay, this thing. Tell me anything about where it spawns. No. I need to get my hand on capturing because I need to make a lot of farms with spawn eggs. I actually need to also get a spawner that I can actually use. What are you doing, Mod? Okay, let's just get on the ground. Let's actually eat some bread real quick. Press the M. Have I discovered a crimson biome? This one? We're wasting more XP. The reason I'm trying to keep to 500,000, even though I don't think it's working. How do you pronounce that? Is supposed to give an extra level for every 10 XP. And if you can do the math, that's a lot of extra protection I'm supposed to have that I don't actually have. So, assuming it's not actually working, I'm gonna have fun figuring out how this works. No, probably best to look this up before I just waste an hour and then decide to look it up. But it's funny. Okay, I'm gonna look up. I think this is Alex's mods. Hey, I don't need it! Okay, I need you to follow me down to here. Get off me. Got it. Okay. The next thing we need, actually, I think, is from here, because we want to work on getting this, which is summon by throwing a mysterious swarm into the void. How do I get mysterious swarm? I'm gonna look this physically up. I know you. It's like a bunch of weird stuff, if I'm not mistaken. So let me look this up real quick. Okay, instantly, one of the first things that pops up after typing in Alex's mod is a mob spawning. How do I craft it? You need to place crimson mosquito larvae inside a capsid. Okay, so we need to kill an actual crimson mesquite now. Hey, there you are. You're worth my time. Did I get it? How rare is a... How rare is this? 1 in 4. We've killed 2, so another 2, and we should theoretically get it. We're currently working trying to see if we can get Big Bertha. What just attacked me? Oh, one of these things. Just so I can check this off the list of actually defeated, but does not count towards actually defeating said mob. There we go. What treasure do you have? I'm curious now. Decent. Decent. And I don't care. And there's this decent, it's a little bit extra I can just throw into the thing and get what I need from it. Where are these crimson mesquites? Just get a bunch of transformations, why not? I had them spawn here, so I'm just kind of waiting here now. Freaking. I will be going through this apparently. See if I can get any spawn around here. I know diamonds are worth a decent chunk in the thing, but it's also not. Sure. Oh, if there's a boss that's gonna regret living here. Does this only have Unbreaking 3? Any more flying bugs I can kill? Answer's no. But come on, spawn already. I don't know what that is. It getting slightly annoying. Come on. Should not be this hard to find this. Really insane. Do I actually need to look up how to get a Crimson Mesquite to spawn? Because I just got lucky with 3 of them spawning and thought they just spawned naturally, and apparently it's like come on. Let's be here and type this in. Theoretically, just going to the wiki for this should lead me to the Crimson Mosquito. Our miscellaneous items, how to get it. This is taking it. This is actually being like a fun little thing where it's taking me forever to get to it. Found in the Crimson Biomes, or if a fly is in the nether for too long. I haven't seen a single fly, I'm gonna be honest. The overworld side, that's not happening. So we can either try for flies, which I don't know how I'm gonna get those. Or we just keep flying around here and hoping that we find. Right. Thrilling content like always. Okay, I have. So we've got on the black. There we go. Okay, next comes the fun part. How do I get this? Or else I have yet to find a fly. Yeah. Oh. Just so confusing. Here. There it is. Take me home. Fun. Oh, for the time being, I'll just throw all of this. That's not what stays with me. This belongs here. We're gonna get a refresh on our course since we are probably gonna be spending a decent time flying. I'm gonna see if it says how flies can spawn. Flies are passive mobs that spawn in all overworld biomes. You know, there's a very good chance that whoever designed the mod turned flies off, which means there was no easy way to get this to spawn. And it becomes a completely RNG-based thing that I do not feel like dealing with. Fly. Couldn't have had a wandering trader on you for the possibility at this. They have wandering traders that spawn with elephants. Apparently, have a chance to spawn. It. Be able to just sell the strip material I need, but we don't have wandering traders, so. I wonder if I can get there. I want. That's what I want. It's the only thing in the game, and therefore the only way to get it is fly. Because the only way I'm going to get a caged platypus is if I have the spawn egg, which means I need to have. What is it called? Capturing. I don't have the enchant. I'm trying to do all this at once so I don't have to go back to the end twice, wasting 12 levels instead of the 6 level waste. Please. Oh, I hate when things are that annoyed me. I will show you the quest line that's actually driving me insane. I've done so much. I am gonna try a few more times for it, but that will be once I actually have max looting, because theoretically once I have max looting, after X amount of time, it becomes statistically impossible for me to get it at that point. Okay, I now need to go to the end. Okay, we are looking for, first off, the Ender Golem, which might just be this thing. I actually don't know if I've fought Wyvers in these. This is Cataclysm, right? No, this is something else. I know I said that horribly wrong. Cataclysm. There. Better. It is Cataclysm, right? That's what I'm... Yeah. Oops, someone has what I want. Give me enchantments. Yeah, it's not the best. We can try this strategy to see if we can get it. Of course, it's not that easy. Why would it be that easy? Where is the end goal? Ruined Citadel. $15,000 blocks this way. After this, we have to find whatever it is to be able to set up the other thing. I need to activate fast flight. I'm not flying this slowly. Oops. There we go. Yeah, almost several quest pages are done. Oh, that's another thing I want to do. I want to get Pandora's box open. Also, the fact that it takes as long as it does to load is slightly terrifying. Considering the fact that this is a dimension in which not everything has blocks get loaded in. This is a lot less blocks that needs to be loaded in than anything else. I'm assuming this is it. I'm trying to figure out how to get to it. All this up. Ooh, give me that indestructible. I've been collecting those. Yeah, I want as much indestructible as I can because then my gear is immune to destruction. I don't know why I'm randomly getting slow. There we go. We're gonna go for these two because you know how the thing we were looking reconnect OBS. There. Okay, that's the second time in this mod pack that I have had something weird happen like that. What is this? Cool biome. We now need to figure out how we're gonna get the last piece. That's in the end. The worm tooth, which mysterious worm by placing a crimson mosquito larvae into a capsid. I think that requires me to find a normal piece of land instead of this, which means I want to actually press this. Probably go here. I think this is all normal in Highlands, yeah. So we'll go back to where we were and then see if we can get lucky and spawn this thing in. We then will be only missing the Naga from whatever mod it is. I don't remember what Mausy's mobs. which I need to figure out if coastal cliffs is actually a biome or if it's a structure, because yeah, I don't know. Okay, how are we gonna get this to spawn? They literally look like viruses. That's what we're looking for. So the question is, do they? Don't flag on me now. Good news, I could probably survive in the void for a bit. So not too much fear. Okay, this is like, I want to say new. I don't know. No, I had it load in. No? Is it? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just looking up where this spawns. What mod is this that we're looking for? Alex's mobs. Go here. Can I quickly search for whatever it is that I want? Void Worm. Doing this in this way. Summoning. Which requires throwing a Mysterious Worm. Give me that. Mysterious Worm is gotten by... Why is this got so many ads? Capsid. From... I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Where do they spawn? In mid-highlands. Which I don't think is where we're at. So, that means... compass... This... Sure. Point to it. I hate compasses in this game. They never point the right way half the time. Okay, just over 3,000 blocks this direction. I hate how far that is. Let's not go faster than... So, we just gotta wait for us to get here, and then we should be able to get this quest line started. Lower so I can see if there's things. Mainly because I'm kind of concerned that there's no mob spawning. There we go. Hey, we reached level 100 for difficulty. That's been doing me so little. Other than giving me a lot of enchanted books. Still 2,000 blocks to go. Mods like this, where you need to kill a specific creature, and that specific creature spawns in a very specific biome, need to get changed so that's not that way. Because, I'm sorry, why am I traveling 3,000 blocks for an item? Don't need this. Literally, what the actual is this game doing to me? Well, I'm spawning Void in right now, so at least the information that it's creating is not that much. Still, bigger world file than I would like for a world that will be deleted once deleted. Blocks away. Yeah. Where? Here we go. Just shut on. Okay. What just struck me? Are you gonna drop your hand this time? Because I'm still working trying to get these guys. Come on. I should just set it up so that these guys are always gonna do that. I think I'm basically at the point where all Endermen are gonna spawn in as mutant Endermen. I know when this is done. How do I get the mysterious swarm? Is it a time thing or is it instant? I just have to break it. Oh, if I break this and I don't get it, I'm gonna be annoyed. Just drop this in said void. And said boss that we are after should spawn. Hi. Where are you? You wanna come over here? So I don't lose your stuff to the void? Where's the tooth? I straight up can't even get that out of my inventory. That is insanity. Yeah, we didn't get the tooth. Game. Drop my void worm. Use. I didn't say that drops it. Do I have? Nope. Cool. We're not redoing the entire thing. I'm gonna off cam go into creative and give it to myself because I have to turn it to be able to be multiplayer, which means port will get turned off, and I'm not having that just be displayed. But yeah, off cam, I'm giving myself the worm tooth because I have killed said creature that I was told to kill. I'm not doing that again. This is now somehow stuck in my inventory. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that fixed. That was so nice. That's a quest complete. We're not off to back to go to base, so we're not getting Iron Cam. Slash, we still have to find the Naga anyways. So yeah, I'll be busy off cam doing that at some point. Because it decided not to give me the thing I'm after. So now I have to go fight the Naga, and then from there, we would have the thing if the ward decided to actually drop the tooth I needed. But it didn't. So not gonna deal with that for the time being. We might start work on the termite dimension since I still have those quests to get done. I'm curious to see if I can get glitch it to let me take in a waystone, because if I can get a waystone in there, I'm beating that dimension in a matter of seconds. Man, I'm also terrified if it's... Why am I frozen again? There we go. Mainly because I'm also partially terrified that if it still is the way that it is, that mod, well, not that mod, that dimension, it's going to be a very annoying and very hard fight. Why am I going this way, actually? Hold up. This is just better. This is just a better way to get back. Yes, I'm loading a few more chunks, but at the same time, I'm not being lost in wasting my time. My goal is to hit 0-0. I was an idiot for not doing this earlier. I'd already be at base. Come on, game. Yeah, we'll probably have that off cam. We can also work on getting the other blades then. The other items for the other part of it. Here we go. Our Dragon Egg keeps multiplying. I don't know why. Apparently this is the last bed I slept in. The Ice Dragon's still there. That is cool. I've already lost the Ice Dragon once. Not the Ice Dragon, the Fire Dragon. That was just... I just used creative mode to get that back. I was not dealing with that. That was the definition of stupidity. This is glitched in my inventory. Which kind of annoys me. I'll figure out how to get rid of it, I guess. But yeah, that Buffalo Shadow was actually important because that's some reason a quest and it's an uncraftable item. Rusty Sword again. If I could break you down, you would be useful. But I can't. It's in the worst spot too. It's like in the middle. But yeah, we have a few quest lines here that at some point we'll have to finish up. Like this thing. I need another one of those. Ooh. Not paying attention to things is gonna make me... By that point I should have everything done. Leviathan, or whoever I pronounce this mod. This is stupidity. This is based off of this. I've yet to find these three. This is continuation of this part down here. Have not found this. Don't know what the structure name is. Can't find it. These require these. Basically, this be basically done. This requires killing this guy so many times. Like, a very rare drop from the Dominator tier 3. And then I need this many to make the Celestial Crown. And this is... So that's 8. And this is, I think, just an evolution of it. Which requires more of them. And then you get into the tier 4. You get this stuff. It's just so stupid on how much work this is. Same with this. This is... All of these are the same. I've been working getting this thing, and it's taking forever. I had 2 of them, but it's not working out for us. We're now hunting down the Naga. There's no world that got me my health that low. If that thing could get my health that low, what is the Chaos Dragon? Hold up, before we go do anything. Is there a stasis chamber? There is. We're abusing that. Yeah, that's not happening. We'll just be abusing it then. Okay, so, it's called Coastal Cliffs where the Naga can spawn. There's nothing for this compass, and then if we type in this, there's nothing as well. So, the compass. How do I hunt down Naga? I'm also just going to double check that it's not in here. It is not. I don't see the teeth in here anywhere. If I'm blind, let me know. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let me pull up the page for it. Okay. Nagas are large, flying, hostile mobs found on coastal cliffs. They are venomous winged serpents that can spit acid at their enemies. Let's look at the exact spawning. Nagas spawn in stony soar biomes. Why use a different word? It's stony soar. Okay, you could have used a better terminology at the beginning then. Wrong button. Why use two different terminologies? What is it called? Stony soars. Stone soars. They don't even call it the right name. Uh, I love mods. Come on. Almost there? Oh no. Is this what I was about to say? Is this what was crashing my game that one time? What? Am I blind? Stony soar. The thing that's underwater is. What in the world? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna find this thing. Might be one that I just gave myself the spawn egg for. At this rate. Because this is being a little stupid. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the entirety of the stone soar. So I'll give myself a few more attempts at not having to just manually give myself said thing. Yeah, if the thing can do that much damage to me, the thing that's known for just wiping people out is gonna kill me in seconds. Like I know I've got no. Why is it freezing so much? But yeah, we'll go to the two far ends of the world and check out those areas to see if we can find any. Because I'll at least give it that extent. Otherwise, I'll be going in Korea mode at some point to get myself that stuff. We'll actually fight it, but I'll give myself the spawn egg to spawn it in. Idea. What am I doing? I need to go here. I need to go to. The far ones. This was on my hunt for dragons. And I came out all the way down here. This direction. Okay. This guy got 2,000 blocks this way, and then maybe we find it, maybe we don't. Yeah, the world's definitely loading in slowly. It's it not having fun. Yeah, we'll need to get a better food source when we actually go fight the Chaos Dragon. And we'll probably actually be fighting more than one, because I need to make a solar panel, and I then need to make the 3 pieces of gear that it wants. So, we are going for the entire quest completion, which is, we go to challenges. We have a solar panel that's chaotic. I don't like that it kicked me out of that like that. And we have these 3 that we also need to make that are chaotic. I wish there were just evolution seeds for it, but sadly there is not. Mystical Agriculture does not have seeds for it. It does for the other materials in the mod, but not that. So close yet so far. The amount of these castles I find is actually insanity at this point. It also got intercepted by Sizz. Assuming part of the village. Load faster game. Okay, so it's around here. Okay, what mob is this actually I'm looking for, real quick? It was Mousy's mobs, right? I'm curious to see if there's a book for this. There is not a book. This is also the mod that I'm pretty sure I can't get my hands on this. That's nice. Um, yeah, I think this is one of the mods that is actually impossible to complete in this, which is so nice. You're not what I want. Oh, I need this. And that's another one that the quest just does not work. Cool. Now more Dominator Land. I've checked out all of that. I'm heading back to the other one. Well, not to the other one, but hunt down another one. And that's the last one we're hunting down, because it's obvious that this is probably not properly in the game or something along those lines. This is also way too laggy all of a sudden. So, yeah. I'm at least trying. But I'm definitely running into things that are don't know how to do that, and I No, you are not. Something else that starts with an A. Yeah, this is not working out for us, so one more try and then work on the other ones. Yeah, if you have any problems with me saying that this mod pack's not set up right, from personal experience, is what it seems like to me. Because I have killed off these guys. We literally just killed one of these guys off in this video. Crimson Ant Spawn Egg, which I'm sorry, what? I swear those were kill quests. Yeah, kill. But this is spawn. Whatever. That quest line is one that is broken. Another one that I just proved is the Hercules Beetle. We literally just killed one of those guys off, and that didn't work for us. This map that refuses to get out of my inventory is another prime example of something that's not working right in this game. I'm gonna throw those in there. Deal with it later. I need that compass back. Why am I doing this? Put that there for the time being, and I'll deal with it in a second. And at least when I go in creative, I can hopefully get rid of this. That's the hope. I will use whatever is in my ability to clear my inventory to get rid of that. Okay. We're now going to the far north. Outreach. This is close by. I had to travel a few thousand blocks for this, so I was actually going to probably lose my mind. Huh? I'm just going to say it's probably around here somewhere. We'll check this entire... lag. Check this entire mountain that has water as, because that's what it basically suggested. Yeah, the sky does that every now and again, so... That's not it. For a scaly reptile, not a... griffin? What that would be called? At least that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, I'm not seeing this. Alpine Dragon. There's two of them. Here's back to base. Cool. So, that's another one that is on the list of cannot do, and yet it's so storyline focused that it's kind of a joke. Okay, I so hope these are not annoying to get. I already have a feeling I know where this is from. King Goat from Leviathan. Of course it is. That is one of the quest lines I'm actually struggling with. Okay. Where's this from? Dropped by Hero Brian from Awakened Bosses. I don't know how to summon Hero Brian. Cool. Dropped by Snow Queen from Twilight Forest mod. We should then have that. What was it called? Blighted Ice. If I just type ice, I should have enough that pops up. There we go. So we have 2 of the 4. I guess we're looking at how to spawn Herobrine. Where's this? Oh, it actually says right here. Bosses summoned by Herobrine Cyan and Herobrine Blue block with 1 pumpkin on top. Okay, what was the mod, though, that's from? Awakened bosses. We just type bosses since... There we go. Herobrine Blue, Herobrine Cyan. And we just need to put a pumpkin on top of this. Wow, that's gonna be a pretty penny. What I'm gonna go with the assumption it's 2. So we're just doing that. That, and then that gets us this block. That block. And then I need a... I have Sears. So this is one of those that I'm like, there's the very high possibility that it does damage. And considering I have damage off, but there's still creatures that damage this world, we'll be traveling away. The dragons are one of a creature that can destroy still, and I'm like, I have it so you can't, but sure. What's the chances of pumpkin in there? Let's find one. Oh, yep, there we go. He's ready to watch me battle Herobrine. Is it the other way? I get attacked while looking at this. 1 pumpkin on top. So does it... Not a card pumpkin? I don't... What's going on? I'll check chat before we actually start this fight to make sure that I'm missing nothing. Nothing's being missed. Cool. Oh. You know, I hate when things do not work out as they say they should. I'll make this say that is a quest line. Okay, looking this up then. I hate not having to look things up as much as I am for this, but we are. Don't tell me there's not a wiki for this. Oh, come on. I don't trust any of these websites I'm seeing on my screen. Wonderful. I doubt CurseFirst is going to actually have any information about it. It literally has... Of course. It literally has it like this. giant pain in the butt. Okay, what is this used for? I get the armor! Is it just a thing of he's might drop it or might not? Oh, I guess I get to live. Okay, that leaves us with trying to figure out the goat thing. Which, from what I've read from the quest book, I just need to go to the Lantern Dimension, dig down in this biome at very deep depths. I mean, I do that. And there was one right there. Okay. And we should be able to get it done. If I somehow finish the second stage of the sword before I finish the first stage, there's a problem. Just like right now, how much lag there is. Problem. Okay, throw this, and this. We can put this here. This map is stuck in my inventory for anyone wondering why I'm not moving it. I killed the ender worm that we needed to, and, yeah, can't remove it from my inventory now. Also didn't get the thing I needed from it. So, we want to actually go here. Goat ore is apparently a thing. Goat ore can be found deep underground in the Donta lands. So that's actually this set of land. And it says deep underground. When you say deep underground, my thought is almost a bedrock, if not at bedrock. Why did you jump down here? I need more of this for the quests as well. So I'm going to be mining out at whatever height I can easily mine at, and we'll just see if we find anything that looks like it might be goat ore. I want to point out how weird that is. Okay, the problem is I no longer have fortune on here, so hopefully I won't regret doing that. Hey, goat eye. What? If I open the map, do I still get to see them? Okay, I'm still below it. We just gotta find... What do I feel feeling this is gonna be the hardest part of this entire thing? I think we're out of the biome now. We're out of the biome, but we're close to being back in it. Come on. Should be hitting more of it soon. Biome. This is so weird. This entire mod is weird, I'm gonna be honest. It has no niche. It is anything and everything at once at the same time. If I don't get it, I have to go put fortune, I think. There we go. This, or this. Claim it so we can claim it. We'll get it, we have to do this. It's like... make a goat mask, which is... so weird. Wait. Okay. Now drop down to this. Boss Summoner. That's a string block and a very expensive block. I'm assuming this is... Okay, so be able to make all of this when we get back to base. I just haven't started this quest line because I just did not feel like doing it, but I got forced into doing it now, so... Completed almost all of it, I think. Yeah, like I said, this mod is weird. Goat ore. I don't get that. I get using retextured models, it makes your life just easier. Because you don't need to try and do the modeling yourself, you can just do it off of that. But it still is some of these stuff. So, what is it called? Boss Summoner. On the goat. There's two of them, which will be a fun thing to get down at some point. Okay, cool. I got that. Come on, there we go. Again, don't know how dangerous or destructive this boss is. In all reality, I'm probably more dangerous and destructive at this point. Wither noises. Okay. That goes there. And then the rest of this, to my knowledge... Actually, I should probably check the quest line out. So this is just a random drop from it that it wants me to go down. This. Go horns for that. You're also good. So I gotta kill a lot more of these to actually finish that quest line off. That's... right. Like I said, this mod is just a lot of do the same thing 1,000 times. It's not actually interesting half the time. Okay, so that actually basically finishes off this entire thing here, other than this. Have to get the spawn egg for this. Have to just give myself this because the mod didn't give it to me. Have those 4. We'll craft those once we actually get these. This I actually can possibly do. So, what is it called? I need to remember what it's called. Oh, is it? What is it called? This is gonna drive me insane. Defossilizer, there we go. We have an iron defossilizer that I just randomly got. Okay, we also got a jungle ant that I got from mining. This goes here. How do I use this, though? I need water, and I also need an aluminum power chip. Should have that there. And I just need to get the water bucket. If this gives me the quest, you cannot blame me for the fact that they've poorly worded this, and I'm not going around mining up 1,000 of these. Because this took a while to find. It was actually purely stupid luck that I actually got it. Actually, there is a way to get it, hopefully. Okay. I thought this was going to require power, but apparently it doesn't. Right, so these quests are actually just not working. You can see that this arrow goes straight to it from here. We have the jungle ant. We have the spawn egg. We have killed a jungle ant before. Pretty sure that was on stream at one point. If not, you will just have to take my word for it. I probably point it out on the map, but... the map button. Where's my jungle? Jungle's over here? Pretty sure this was done on... There's one over here that we did, and I killed it off and it didn't give it to me. And as you've seen, I've killed other ones off and it does not work. So, this is impossible. This is impossible. This is just annoying at this point. This is another int one that's just not working. I will have to look to see where I can find those, apparently. That's impossible there. And the last one we have is visit this biome. Well, visit this dimension, which requires us to have nothing in our inventory. Which is... I'm wondering if it lets me go in with this. So if I can go with this stuff, all I do is equip a backpack, put a waystone there, and I've got free access to that dimension like nothing. But I'm basically incapable of going right now because of the stupid map. So that's off the list of things we can do. What we can do, wrong one, is this. Pandora's box. Wrong spot. So, we are once again going to this place, because I truly don't care what happens to this biome. Desert's nice because it's not raining. Drop down, open it. What's happening? Stop lagging. Okay, get out of here now. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't open this at the base. Also, did that actually... Yeah, that's it. Good. So, at this point, we only have these quests left to do, and, this is another one that I was thinking that might be able to break it. I just don't want this thing following me around. Just craft it? Okay, it's just craft it, which means I don't need to place this down. This is one of those that is just not happening easily. If I have this. I have the crystal powder. That I have. If I go here, I then need this. What the flip do they want from me? Like, that's just a mod that's just probably not getting done. We have this, which the only one I'm missing is this, and this requires me to figure out this mod, the deck mod, which is probably gonna drive me insane. I don't know how to get smart egg, apparently. And we have this, which we need to go kill another one of these. And I don't know if we have enough to do that. But then that will end off this page here. Challenges is driving me just as much as insanity. I don't know how to get this material. Like, I'm not going to waste my time fishing for this. Like, I've looked up this mod, and it's giving me no information on how to get this material, which is so useful. This is physically impossible to get. This you get by trading with the guy that I kill here, which means I need to find another one of those villages and hopefully get lucky. Botania has two different things, if I'm not mistaken. We've killed creepers and we've killed endermen, and we've not gotten those. And there's no recipe for these. So, that's off the table of being possible. This seems like it's just kill Herobrine 1,000 times. This is probably the most confusing thing ever. Like, I'm following the path this goes down, and how do I get the gold fishing rod? How do I get golden fishing rod. I'm now stuck with what? So that's another one that's like, what am I supposed to do? I need to look up this mod pack so I can figure out how this works. If I say I don't understand how a mod works, I've already looked it up. For anyone wondering, I might just have to look at someone actually do it. Mechanism, I'm slowly getting done. This is something that's slowly getting done. We're at this point. What? Recipe. We have to craft this, and then we can craft it afterwards. This takes forever. This is a lot of EMC that I'm having to collect. And right now our EMC farm... I'm upgrading the farm at some point, don't worry. Our farm's slowly working. One problem that runs into a lot is that I have a double drawer underneath it to store the stuff and avoid any extras, but it's not working. So, annoying. This and this are just chaotic dragon, which is easy. Levidine, like I said, just kind of driving me insane. This mod is the definition of insanity. And the technology, we're almost done with mechanism, and then I also have whatever this mod is. What is this? Get the mod name, Industrial Foregoing. So we are getting through it, but parts of it are like just impossible. We have netherite seeds now, so we are growing this. I will figure out what the best source of EMC farming is at some point, and we'll just be creating a massive farm to get this here done. We'll probably go on a killing spree of hero brains at some point. At some point, we're going to have to go on a enchant gathering mission to collect all the enchants we need, along with a mission to get this all set up. Why is that there? I don't know. But yeah, I have to figure out where I'm going to set the EMC farm. Probably won't be inside the base because I've got nothing. This was me attempting to get Stellar, the indestructible enchant thing. I figured out how to get it without having to go down this path, so gotta just have it here now. A giant hole and no longer a staircase here, which is honestly fine. Staircases right here. Don't that many staircases. This thing loved its staircases. You have staircase here. You have this staircase. You have this staircase. Go up here. You have that staircase there. You have this one here. That's the continuation of the one that was down there. It was just crazy. I can't go through that. But yeah, I've yet to figure out how to use this to break anything. Would be amazing if I could. I can. What? Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So, got a decent chunk of this done. It might straight up just get to the point where I'm like, I'm probably just gonna kill the Chaos Dragon, and it might just end there. Because, like I said, some of these are just stupid. Like Levidine requiring me to... This is taking so long. I've broken so many items with it. And this pickaxe just takes forever. The one I have here, I literally have to put it indestructible on it just so that it will not break. If I go to Temp House, I've gotten this mined out. The villagers have started gathering there. Okay, they're still alive. Let's get out of here before they die. So, I've done that. Come on. And if we go and look up... What is the next resource actually in step? Ancient gold. We have one. We have one. I need 4 of these to make the next pickaxe. And it's straight up the fact that the uncommon is just as low of a roll as it is. And that's not the only thing I can pull when I roll an uncommon. Uncommon is also the rusted iron. I think I have a decent chunk of rusted iron. Apparently not. Never mind. Ignore that fact. Did I use it to upgrade the treasure? Is that what I did? No, this is still in base tier. Yeah, like, I'm not... I used all 4 to craft the pickaxe I currently have, and I don't have any more. I've gotten these from the quest line. It wants me to craft boots of this stuff. This thing is still nowhere near done. I still don't have this. I want. If I look up recipe of this, use of this, I'm still missing that. So this is just insanity, is my opinion. Also, if I take my armor off, I some reason take damage. So if I'm wearing the chest plate, this gives me a 50% increase, which 50% of whatever my current thing is, which is not much. At least the way I understand it. It also did not work out and give me a lot. Yeah, does not work out. Also, this I got the strong one. I didn't get this cheap one, so I just don't get the next quest line in this. Like if we go, we have the grain, but it doesn't give me the quest because it's how it's set up. This is just kill a bunch of mobs. This is actually kind of interesting to me, so I'll probably go down this part to get to the boss fight, just so we can fight it. This, I've killed 100 of these guys at this point, and I've not gotten that last fragment I need. I spent a while killing Mithril Mire so I could get level 4. Have yet to figure out how to get these guys. Found in desert biomes. Vortex dungeons are found in the floating skies. Actually, we might... Hold up. Hold up. We know what those are. Hold up. We know what those are. Question is, where are they? I quickly find one like this, where it's gonna... Hit. We have come across these. I know what these are now. On reading, I know what it is. But, so that's that one. And this one is King Croc Dungeon is found in the Savannah biome. So if I can use the compass, find it, would love that. But with how this mod makes it where... Well, it's not the mod. I think it's... The compass just kind of sucks. We have not found some of the stuff we need. Like, the Dragon Roosts are definitely structures that should have been able to get marked with the compass, but it was not. Should be this. At least I didn't break spawner. Well, I can at least see what it looks like on the map like that. It's brown. That right there is another one then. There we go. I want to spawn. I get any of this in here. Got some EMC. I'll take that because that's more EMC. Find out what the next quest for you guys is. Oh, don't need that. Wait, these guys are diamonds. I forgot about that. And prismarine. Maybe a farm there. Like I said, maybe. I do think the best farm will probably be enchanted golden cows. I think enchanted golden apples give a decent chunk. I think base is like right over here, past this desert. Don't crash me. There we go. I'm assuming that's gonna be the best one. At least of the things I will be able to get. I just threw it in there instead of doing what I do, but whatever. I have another backpack. Oh, that's 84,000 EMC. I'll take it. Yeah. I think we're basically at the point where it's like, I don't actually need to go to this biome because I don't think. Let's see what your use is. I wanna 33,000 for that, but how much are? I'm gonna type Apple and see. It's better actually, but like I said, I can't. From a theoretical standpoint, I cannot take my stuff into this biome. Well, into this dimension. I say from a theoretical standpoint because there are things that can abuse, such as where is it? Such as this, which allows you to give yourself items given a set delay, which I'm sure you can see where I could use that. All I need is a single waystone, and I can break this dimension, I think. And even if I can't break it by giving myself a waystone and being able to teleport back and forth between the two dimensions, I can at least then send my entire inventory. So that's, like I said, create test world first before I do that, and then also figure out how to remove this map from my inventory that's decided to break. And if you're saying I just kill myself, yeah, I have say keep inventory on, so that doesn't work. Um, I want to see if I have the very important enchant that I need for some of the stuff we need to do. It's in the seas. Do. I don't know if that's max level. So capturing basically makes it where I can pull a chance at creating the mob's spawn egg, which is super important if we want to make upgraded farms from mob spawners. Like a good example of one we can easily swap the spawner for is here. This thing make this an actual decent mob spawner that has 4 or 3. Only got 3, but we can use this to turn it into a decent mob farm. Bring this into it because I'm going to need that for pulling enchants off of stuff. Now so I can get honey. Something I needed. But yeah, I need to figure out all the enchants I do need. I have it set up in a creative test world already. And pull them. So one that we're probably not going to use through this is actually the indestructible, because indestructible can just be applied with this using. Do I have eternal? No. Do I have? I press this like this. This just gives eternal life to it. It just puts on indestructible for free, which is so worth it, and it's how we'll be doing it. But yeah, I think. Otherwise, we're basically at the point where it's just defeat the Chaos Dragon. And then I think I'll start the new series about then. I don't think I'm actually going to go for the goal of completing all these, mainly because, as I pointed out, important questline stuff is physically impossible. These are impossible. Impossible. Possible. Currently, for me, it's technically impossible since my inventory is glitched. Don't know. Tedious. Don't need it. Impossible because of one of the items. Have not gone into botany. This is just. I would have to explore the world and create a massive file. Impossible because they're not dropping it. Don't understand. Just kill Herobrine a few thousand times. Learn this mod. Learn botany. Kill the Chaos Dragon for these, which is part of the goal anyways, but it would be kill several. This is just annoying to get down. This literally have to go find thing, which I don't know where it is. I made smart gel. What? Hold up. This is another problem with this. It sometimes does not register stuff. Thank you. This one, I'd have to learn a new mod again. This is this annoying thing again. Which requires me to find a mimic. Full. Chaos Organs we went through. Tedious. I could complete this one if I wanted to. This requires the entire mod basically being completed. Don't know where this is. Can't find that for the life of me. This requires just going further down these things. Annoying, annoying, annoying. I could do this if I really wanted to. This is just set up a spawner and just sit AFK for a few hours on end. This is not worth it. Maybe do the boss fight for this one that we have. Kill the goat boss a few hundred times. Just tedious work for these. And then technology is slow. But surely we'd get it done if I really wanted to. At this point, we got to just focus on enchanting and getting our gear actually set up. So, that's what we'll do next time we're in this world, but I think next stream we're actually working on the mountains in our base. Or at least getting the creative test world set up so we can get that rebuild started and figured out. I will see you all in the next stream.